Alright there gamers, just as a quick one, I'll go do the social distancing solo. Your main thing you're going to need is a perkaholic and the hidden power. If you have any as well, time out, just to be on the safe side. As you see, I'll pop the perkaholic straight away, then I'll pop my hidden power as well straight away. So that now means I've got the most amount of damage I need for basically the entire game. All I need to rely on to get now is 500 scrap for the brain rot mod, and now money towards the pack punch. As you can see, this is going to be now weighing game. This is the main bit where you're going to camp. You don't want to be moving off this roof unless you're needing to go to pack a punch or anything like that. Remember, there is a little trick to this as well. If you do get for like round 15 and you get hit by a mangler cannon or a zombie gets a lucky hit on you, don't think it's completely over. Just save and quit. With your solo, you can save, quit, and then load back up that file, and it'll just start that round again, which is before you got hit. So you're still technically on a clean run. You'll just need to make sure you'll keep that clean run on that round and get to the next round, because if you do get hit again, you won't be able to save quit. Some people can say use a rampage juicer to speed up the process. That is our own personal choice. I recommend not, because putting the rampage on will make them sprint really fast, and if they get too close to you and you're not quick enough to react, that could end in the game having to be restarted and having to attempt the challenge again. But for right now, I'll just leave it with you to round 7 just to watch as how I camp and clear them all out.
Keep pushing. We need to find out what caused all this, even if it turns out it was us.
Tear them to pieces.
Watch your six. There's gotta be more crawlers out there.
Max ammo. Bonus points. Kaboom!
How about that? Made him even uglier.
Double points.
So here we are now, round 10. Well, I would have said 7, but I thought I'd go a few more rounds just to make it a bit more worthwhile while the damage is still good and I can get more money out of this to make my run worth it. So now, if you had a timeout, it would be best to pop it. You would be careful jumping down here so you do not take the full damage, otherwise that is save, quit, and have to try again. Timeout's good because right now you wouldn't have to worry about zombies. I was silly enough not to put mine on there. So I had Wonderbar instead, so I had to really sprint fast to get this done. As you see now, I'm making my way all the way up towards the church. But first, while I get here, I'm going to go right and get myself the ammo mod for Brain Rot. The reason you want the Brain Rot ammo mod is because the Brain Rot is the elemental weakness for the Abomination. And everyone obviously knows the Abominations is pretty hard. Now, you'll see here in a second that I do muck up a bit, and the mangler. So as I said, I should have pushed in. I should have gone straight for the gun and instead of mucking around. But I decided to be silly and take my chances of moving around. And then, as you see, that cannon just clips me. But that's not a problem because obviously all I got to do now is wait for the full health, and I can just save and quit. I'll see you back when we load back in. So now we're coming loaded back up into the game again, and all it'll do is restart that round I was just on. So technically I haven't been hit, but now I need to make sure I do not get hurt this round, otherwise it would involve me having to do a full restart. With this now, I'm literally knew what my mistake was. I mucked around too long and should have made a run straight to the pack-a-punch. So that's what you're going to see me do now. I'm going to run again, straight through. I'm going to go grab my ammo mod, Brain Rot ammo mod again, and then I'm going to push straight in to get my my pack-a-punches. Now, for the manglers, if anyone doesn't know, their elemental weakness is Napalm Burst. Now, if you have a secondary gun you can use to put that on so they can keep away, that's brilliant. Now, but reason I'm stood here doing nothing is because I didn't realise the augment I put on allows you to only have melee weapons when in Ether Shroud. So I just throw a decoy just to make sure they don't get me any attention put onto me. And I know I've got my gun pack-a-punch, and now all I'm going to do is make a quick run back to the starting area. During that this is now on a vermin round, it doesn't mean I have to run up there because the vermin run a bit more faster than the zombies. And they pounce. I didn't want to take the chance of them jumping at my back when I was trying to climb up the ladder or something like that, and then it causing me to having to do another restart. But luckily, on this one, it was a pest round, so I could just easily walk through this, making sure I keep on my distance. And obviously, as you see, the Brain Rot makes it so much helpful because the Brain Rot does cause them to go straight after the other enemies, so you have to do half the work. If you have the augment that makes the zombies chase them, then that's even better, because wherever the zombie will run, the zombies will just chase that instead of you. Now, for this bit, now it's just a case of I'm now going to camp here and wait until I get to a higher round. So then obviously once I go to, as you see, I'm now going to look at my different gobble guns because I want to make sure I've got timed out on. Okay, now you just see the mangler got absolutely destroyed. So the manglers are now not an issue for a moment. I can deal with manglers without any ease. It's now waiting to see how I would do against the abomination.
Vámonos! I'm just getting started.
Max armor.
Decoy is live. Throwing decoy.
Now you see I'm going back up to this way. So for this reason, this is a get out of jail free card. What you want to do is you only want to activate this roof rope to the roof, and then this one to the starting area. Now this is just a safety precaution. Because if say for instance as you're doing this challenge, the zombie's starting to get a bit pushy, if you're able to throw a decoy into the corner to make them run after it, you can then zip line away, and before they hit you, give you that little boost to make sure you're not going to get hit. Otherwise it will be a safe quit and retry it again. But as long as if you're doing it like this, they shouldn't be able to get close to you. Along with the dead shot kills and the extra headshot damage and always snapping straight to their head without fail, you shouldn't have a problem. Plus, you've got the damage, you're on top of the damage output, which is the main thing for this challenge. If you're under damaged, you're going to struggle so much. You want to make sure you're overpowered for each scenario in each round. So now I'm just going to go now while I've got a chance, because I've only got like one or so zombies. I'm going to use this chance to go and get my second pack a punch. This will guarantee me now that I will not have to worry about damage output for the rest of the game. Doesn't matter if it's an abomination, it's a mangler. They will all be able to get easily wiped out without me struggling or worrying about them hitting me. Now, the other benefit about why most people say, you want to keep on the roofs. Now, the reason the starting roof is the best option is because they have literally only two entrances, which is one right in front of you where you jump down off the ledge, and two to the left side where they come off the roof. Without those two, it'd be pointless that to set up there. But because there's only two ways to come in, and one of them making them so they have to get that second delay between jumping and then moving, makes a big difference. Now, as you see, I've just got myself a timeout, which is basically just a get out of jail free card. So if I feel like I'm going to get over pushed, if I can press that, it allows me to say, right, I can run away, go get re-get my bearings, re-get my stuff, and not have to worry about it. And then I can get back to my spot in my own time without taking any risks, and then wait for the timer to come off, and then they start again. Also, I've got some decoys, again, just for getting rid of them if they try pushing me too much, because, as you say, the higher the bounds go, the more angry and faster the zombies become.
En la cabeza. Now you work for me, la jefa.
Double points.
Whoa, and that's just the beginning.
So as you can see now on my mini map is Abomination actually coming. Now let's see how this damage does against him. As you can see, with that, not a struggle. Literally within 2 seconds the health was just depleted due to the damage output and the elemental weakness put together. Now all I gotta do now is literally just hold this corner. Now I know I'm more powerful than any of the enemies in the game. This is where the easy part comes, where you should just sit in a corner and keep your distance.
Exfil is available, Alpha Team.
Keep getting deader.
Bonus points. Tear them to pieces.
Swat! Ha! Green mist!
Exobird retask. Your guys.
Max ammo.
That's what you call good effect on target! You've been drafted.
Max armor.
And then if you've done it all correctly, you should now be at this spot where you get round 20. Just give it a few seconds just for it to activate itself, and you should see the social card, distancing calling card, pop up on the screen. Which was really good, because as you see in this moment right now, it didn't go to plan where I didn't time the dodge quickly, but because I got the card, I have now nothing to worry about. I hope this all helps everybody, and I hope you have a great day.